right, good morning, friends. This is Daddy Day Trader with a morning check-in, and it's Wednesday. We are looking at our checklist or our stock scanner and our watch list, and nothing's really popping up. That's looking too great. MNDY has a 20% gap up. That's pretty good. So I have that on my watch list, and then Nvidia at 5:30 popped up on economic news, so that one could be in play today as well. Went from 913-ish all the way up to 927, so that's a pretty decent change in price. And so we're gonna do, it's at 6:22 right now. We're gonna do a quick mental exercise, try and get ready for the day. So we're closing our eyes, working on our breathing, and we're visualizing what we want the stocks to look like when we're trading them. So we're looking at these large green candles going up with volume coming in. Those candles are overtaking each other and they're going up and up. And the corresponding change in the stock that we're trading is doing the same thing. We're seeing multiple green candles, which would indicate that we stay in the trade, at least with some of our shares. We don't just flatten out. And now we're watching it go the other way. So now we're looking at these long red candles that are going down, looking at a possible short position. We're looking at cutting our positions when the particular rally that we are looking at shows a sign of a topping tail or a bottoming tail. Okay. So I quickly went and looked at a trade from yesterday. I didn't have a ton of time this morning to review because we only have 5 minutes, but the first trade I took yesterday, which was a loss of $26, I thought was actually a good entry. SPY was doing exactly what I expected, had a really nice surge on the long side. And then the NVIDIA was sort of showing some similar activity, but that surge on SPY quickly turned into a topping tail. And instead of me cutting it when that happened, so watching SPY and checking to see if it was going to continue its rally, it did not. I didn't cut it. So maybe I could have had like a $7 loss instead of a $26 loss. So cutting it a little sooner would have been how I would have done that trade differently versus holding it as long as I did. I was trying to see, like, did I have a bad entry or did I have like a bad signal, but it looked pretty good. So that was fine. I wasn't too upset about how I entered that trade, more about the signs that were showing like a diminished chance of it going up quite a bit. So that was a good review on that one. And that was just trade one. And then I went on to go have a bunch more trades, but I haven't had a chance yet to review those. Those are probably might be a little bit different as far as my feedback to myself on those. So I'll have to go look at those at some point. But at least in my mind, reviewing that trade, it was a solid entry. And then just not quite reading the tea leaves as well as I could have for getting out quicker. And a $26 loss on 30 shares of Nvidia isn't crazy. It's less than $1 a share. But like I said, then I went to go probably have like 3 or 4 more losing trades. So those might be a little bit more impulsive than the one I took. So today we're going to be watching NVIDIA, and we're going to be watching SPY, and we're going to be watching GME, just because that'll be fun to watch. We have MNDY on our watch list here with an alert to alert us if it goes above 222. And we're just going to see how it goes. I doubt I'll be trading GME. It's a little wild for my liking, so don't think it really follows much. Besides getting to like a deep red or green trend, I can't imagine that I could confidently get into a trade without having a ton of anxiety around it, which I don't want. So, and I've got NVIDIA here making decent moves. Yeah, I gotta watch out because yesterday NVIDIA just channeled for the whole morning, and it was pretty painful. So we're gonna set some of our lines here for the high and low of the day for NVIDIA. We're going to set some other intermediate lines here, just because it had such a gap up at 530. So that. Now we've got sort of it's downtrending now while SPY is going up. So we have some. It's not linked like I like to see it between SPY and NVIDIA. Now even SPY looks pretty channeled, so let's add some lines on SPY. So SPY had a high of 527. Now it's huge. Okay. So we're gonna wait patiently. Market's gonna open in a minute. We'll check in after we trade, guys. All right. Take care. All right. Good morning again. It is 7:16, and trading is concluded for the day. It was another sort of whipsaw day. Another day where I should be reviewing the trades I recorded to see kind of how they went and any sort of issues that I can work on, because it was, again, another day where I kind of just got myself into a hole, down 180 at the lowest point of my P&L for the day. And then I always continue trading, at least, through my 7 o'clock time. And today I continue trading, and there were some really good moves in NVIDIA and SPY. So I was able to short and get a couple longs, and then ended the day up $74.72 in the green, which is great. But I really need to think about all those red trades I took, because a lot of them, I just need to go back and look at it. It's definitely over trading. Definitely thinking I'm doing too many trades with not strong enough signals. So I kind of need to look at like, where am I going wrong with those signals, and why, and waiting. Because again, okay, how about this? Am I going wrong with the signals, or are they strong signals each time? Which I doubt that's true because there can't be that many strong signals because it didn't move that many times that much. So yeah, so up $74, not bad. I'm up 120 on the week, still down 241 on the month. It looks like Schwab's charging some sort of fees that are higher than when it was at TD Ameritrade. Today, my fees were, it just says miscellaneous fees. I'm assuming I'm shorting more, so maybe it's related to that, but $7 total, I think, about in trading fees today from Schwab. So that's 10% of my gains. Now that doesn't mean that it will always be 10%. It shouldn't be. It should be like nothing percent because I should be making more than $74. So, again, I feel like today was a pretty good day, but I overtraded for sure. Too many trades, and maybe again, I'm gonna go back and look at like where I went wrong on those trades that were all red, and probably holding a little bit too long on some of them instead of cutting them a little more ruthlessly. So there's that, and I still haven't quite got into setting like a break even and seeing where it goes for like some remaining shares. So, and also buying more as it's going in a certain direction. But I do feel like when I go red immediately, it's like then I just feel like I'm digging my way out of a hole, and that's not like the best. It's not my best like trader mindset. So around like 7 o'clock, SPY was starting to make some moves in the right direction, going up. So I stuck around till 7:15, waiting for a substantial move. And what happened was Nvidia went to the high a day and then started to just show some signs of weakness. So I bought a short at that point, thinking it might flush down, and it did. And I had 30 shares at that point. So I made another. I was at $34, and I went all the way up to $74. So I made $40 on that trade, which is good. And now Nvidia is going high a day right now. It's all the way up to 933. Not really corresponding too well with SPY. So there's not like a super strong linkage from what I can tell. Strong, I mean, you can tell they're correlated, right? But right now, it's Nvidia's moving faster than I wouldn't be trading Nvidia right now because it's not corresponding to any kind of like significant moves in SPY. And SPY is not going to high a day, so I could see like Nvidia dropping down again if SPY shows any kind of weakness. Nvidia is just gonna crash, but what do I know? Anyways, $75 today. That's super good for me. Disappointed that another day where I dug a big hole. I had 8 trades today, 11 on Tuesday and 2 on Monday. So still trying to, work through it. Traded with some big size today. Big size for me. And then had some really good trades, and then I guess I held on to some trades too long, so where they went down a couple bucks share while I was in it against me. So, and I also stuck around 15 minutes too long, past 7 o'clock, but I did call it at 7:15 once I had that last trade. So, yeah, so God, tomorrow I really got to work on really focusing on that first trade and waiting. I guess I'm a little like itchy on that first trade and waiting for the right setup because I want to get going. I want to see like I want to make money. I want to make profit, and it might just be like I just jumped the gun on it. Because right now, if I look at the NVIDIA chart, I'm seeing one really good recovery and then one really good sell off and then one other really good sort of up and down. So, there's four good trades in there that would have been like stellar trades, which is great. And they were all happened within the first half hour, first 45 minutes. So, and I know I traded at other points today, not around those particular movements. So those are trades I shouldn't have taken. But again, it's like you're kind of trying to get in on a move. It doesn't do that move, so you get out. I mean, that's the idea, right? Like every single time you get in, you're not going to have a winning trade. It's not going to be the right setup, but you can just get out quickly, and then you should be able to make profit. So maybe today. So today, I think I just could be both. Could be an entry and my exit. So we'll have to go back and look at those, and we'll see. But we're digging our way out of our monthly hole. So slowly but surely, it's not going to be overnight. Unfortunately, when you dig yourself that big of a hole. But hey, that's like $240 negative is three, 2 or 3 really good days of me trading. So last week I had a $123 day. I had two $70 days. So last week I made $334. This week I made $120 already. So maybe I'll make $300 this week, or who knows. I gotta trade smart, wait for the right setups, wait for the clear signals, wait for those long candles, and we'll go from there. You guys have a wonderful day. Have a great Wednesday. We'll be back at it tomorrow. Tomorrow will be Thursday, and we'll just keep trading and keep working on the setup and the focus, the timing, stay within my trading window, and we're going to make this work. All right, guys. See you tomorrow. Bye.